All right, guys. It's the end of the day today. I had a cup of tea this morning. I went out at 9 o'clock. It was very hot today. The sun was actually breaking through here in places. It's now completely overcast again, but of course, when it was hot, it was breaking through and it was hot as fuck. But anyways, I was sweating profusely today. I only worked 6 hours. The first 4 hours, I was going through severe detox. Just taking my time, working, keeping my breath regulated because it felt like, it feels like I'm going to have a heart attack. It feels like I'm going to fall over, pass out. It feels like you can't give in to that anxiety. You just have to remain fucking calm. And I was thirsty. Oh my God, I just want to fucking drink a gallon of fucking ice cold water. But I didn't. So I worked 4 hours without anything. And then after 4 hours, I was like, okay. And I, over the next course of the next 2 hours, I sucked on, maybe 8, 10 ice cubes. And then when I got home, I took a little sip out of my water bottle that I showed you guys the other day. I took one tiny sip of cold water, and I am now drinking another cup of tea. So, I was going through severe heavy detox. I got sort of a headache now. I sort of had a headache last night. It could also be from the smoke. People are getting headaches and all kinds of problems from breathing all this smoke in, especially working hard outside. And I was sweating too. I had a ring of, my shirt was drenched on the top. So I was sweating pretty good, sweated out a lot of toxins. I went back to the tea. I did the ice cubes today because it was really like the anxiety. What ended up happening was about 3 hours into my job, all of a sudden these fuckers show up, right? And this bitch is like, well, I got to show the house, so fuck, that just threw me in made my anxiety go up. So I stuck it out for about another hour and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to blow my fucking top. So I grabbed some ice cubes and, re-regulated myself. But yeah, the anxiety was horrible after that social encounter with somebody else, especially because I wasn't fucking expecting it. So I'm drinking another cup of tea now because I just, with the amount of toxicity I let out today and the stress on my system, I just want to make sure, again, my organs are, because I don't know if my organs are all the way up to par, if they're good. I mean, God knows how much damage they have. So I'm just making sure my organs are working properly, because as long as my organs are working properly when I'm going through detox, I'm fine, I'm not going to die. But if my organs are all fucked up, and I'm fucking detoxing and outside sweating my dick off and not drinking or eating, then, you're going to fucking probably kill yourself. So yeah, I'm being careful, but I'm just letting you guys know. I mean, I'm extreme into this, guys. I'm not fucking around. I'm on a goddamn roof. I'm fucking around on roof. I'm up and down the goddamn ladder. I went up and down ladders at least 50 times today. At least fucking 50 times. All over the place. On roofs. I don't fuck around. So, if you got a fucking desk job, you can do this shit with your eyes closed. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I just want to give everybody an update on that. Also, I talked to my son last night, and I really would like him to do a fasting video with me. Just because, man, he comes across much calmer than me, I'm still healing, so I'm still jacked up all the time. Not all the time, but, I get jacked up. So, but he comes across much calmer. And the amount of experience with fasting he has is unreal. So, I feel like he could share a bunch of little tips, that'll keep you guys out of the fucking fasting endless rabbit holes. But if you are like, okay, so the first two videos I made on fasting the other day, when I said quit, just quit eating, you have to be in the right mindset. I want to say that again, guys. You got to be in the right mindset. You cannot be thinking, "Oh my God, I am doing something crazy here. I am risking my life. And the whole time you're thinking that, and the whole time you're just all you can think about is eating food, and your body's going nuts. You're not going to make it, guys. Don't do that shit. You're hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself. If you are not mentally prepared to do this, then you need to, find some other way. You need to stop eating processed foods, stop eating cooked foods, eat whole foods. You know what? Do you guys even know what whole foods are? I doubt most people even know what whole foods are. Whole foods are just like our soul, guys. Just like we were meant to be, whole. Instead, we're all superfluous, right? So you don't want that superfluous processed food, because we're processed humans. That's all we are, processed fucking slaves. So, if there were a couple, the reason I did those videos, guys, because a couple people were like they're ready. You can tell when people are ready mentally, like they've just had enough and they're fucking ready to do it. And if that's how you are, dude, do it, because your mind's fucking ready. That's the biggest goddamn thing, is the mind fuck. And then, like I said, don't be fucking telling people around you, because they're gonna bring you down like crabs in a barrel. They will fucking ruin your fasting quick. They will do anything they can to get you to eat. Anything they can to get you to eat. Anything. They do not want to know that you're not eating. Oh my God. So, yeah, but if you're ready, if your mind's ready, do it. Go for it. Watch my other 2 videos. It's pretty simple. Just, your body. Don't kill yourself, guys. If you know you need a tiny sip of water, take a tiny sip of water. See how your body reacts. When I ate this, okay, for instance, when I ate this, I was feeling like shit, man. I mean, I was bad. And so after I had sucked a few ice cubes, probably about 30 minutes later, my stomach started hurting. You know why? Because it's a toxin. Water, ice is a toxin. Anything you put in your mouth is a toxin. So now my body was not only working and healing and fixing and detoxifying, but now I put more toxins in my body because of anxiety and stress, and my stomach was fucking turning. It just stopped. It was hurting me there for about, not hurting bad, but just like on top of everything else, it's like, God damn, now my stomach's going crazy. But it was doing that for a couple hours. Until just now, actually, after I started sipping my tea. I think my tea is calming my stomach down. But that came from the water, guys. That came from the fucking ice cubes. And it's so funny because I stopped on the way home and I grabbed a bag of ice at the convenience store, and they had it outside in the thing you open up, and you grab it yourself. Well, they had a little sticker there. It's, the Ready Ice. I think Ready Ice is everywhere. REDDY ice, right? Ready Ice. And it was so funny because I looked up and I read the sticker on there, and it says ice is food. Guys, they're telling you, they fucking slap you with their fucking dicks right in your face with this food. It's no joke. Ice is food. Guys, anything you put in your mouth is considered food, which is considered a fucking toxin, a poison. It's that simple. They tell you, Ready Ice tells you that their ice is food. Oh, well, Richard, that's just a logo. Oh, Richard, that's just a coincidence. Oh, Richard, that's just a cool little snappy thing that they say. No, you idiots. Ready Ice is fucking, what, a goddamn billion-dollar company? They're fucking with your heads, you dumb fuckers. This shit, they put that kind of shit out all the time. All the time. All those little things that you guys go around reading like, America, I love America. You guys better wake up, man. So yeah, I just want to put this out. If you are like, oh my God, this cocksucker's out of his fucking mind, not eating, but you think there's something to it and you want to try, guys, stop eating processed food. Do not. If you go and walk into a fucking fast food restaurant anymore, you are sick. As much research is done and information's out there to show how disgusting and nasty and processed and horrible and cancer causing all that fucking food, you guys are out of your fucking minds, man. You're addicted. You're addicts. You're just as bad as a junkie on the street. So quit your processed foods. Quit buying processed foods. After you do that, your next step would be quit cooking your food. Do not eat cooked foods. Go to whole, raw foods, fruits, veggies, whatever. And it's not because you worship fruits and veggies and now you're a fruitarian or a vegetarian and look at me and now you're going to virtue signal how great you are because you don't kill animals. No, the point of this whole thing is to wean yourself off of this fucking addiction. That is the whole point of fasting, to wean yourself off an addiction. Multiple, because when you fast, you're gonna wean your. Oh man, I got a cool ass update, guys. So weed, man, I've been smoking weed forever, but when I got this head injury, man, it was so bad, like my anxiety, like I was having to rip. As soon as I woke up in the morning, huge bong hits all day long, huge bong hits, just to keep my anxiety as low as I could. Well, I'd say about a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, it was when when I got off, when my body was telling me to stop eating all that shit that I was eating, the meat and all that, when I was on carnivore and the, what else was I eating? Meat and yogurt. And I switched over to fruit. So it's probably about 2 weeks ago is when I started getting an inkling, like when I would smoke, I was like, something's weird. Well, I have not smoked the past 4 days now. 4 days, I believe. I think it's been the first 4 days. I have not smoked all day. From the time I wake up all day, I smoke it in the evenings, and I've only been taking like maybe four or five, well, probably about five bong hits, 5 or 6 bong hits at night. And that's nothing. I mean, I was taking dozens throughout the day. I mean, I was taking a lot. I was smoking a lot for my anxiety. So yeah, that's a really fucking cool update, guys. Because that was my one cope. That was my one medicine. My one thing that I was really using as a crutch, to get through this fucking shit. And man, my body is just not having it. It is not. 5 days ago, I smoked, which was the last time I smoked in the morning. I took that first hit and my body fucking said, "You dumb motherfucker." I was coughing, hacking, had so much fucking phlegm and saliva and mucus. Man, and then that was the only time I smoked that. It was that morning, then I didn't smoke till that evening. So yeah, coming off weed, which is awesome. That makes me very happy. It makes me very happy, guys. I was not condemning myself. I was not beating myself up because I had a medicine that I was still taking. I was not doing these things. I knew, I acknowledged it was a cope. I acknowledged it was my medicine. I knew I was using it for, these reasons. And, I allowed myself that one crutch that I needed, because guys, most of us are going to, depending on how fucked up you are going to need a crutch in order to heal. Most of us will, because man, it's not easy, guys. It's not difficult when you're changing your whole life, your whole programming. Everything's changing. So my biggest thing, man, you got to be easy on yourself. Make sure your head's in the right place. Make sure if you're in the process of condemning yourself, and like let's say you're in heavy condemnation the past few days, condemning yourself, and putting shame and guilt, and realizing, oh my God, I did all this. I brought other slaves into the world. I did all this wrong shit. I've been propagating all the abuse through all these different ways. I'm a severe food addict. I'm a severe this addict. I'm an entertainment addict. I'm a phone addict. I'm a this addict. I'm a work addict. I'm a money addict, right? And if you're sitting with that, right, it is necessary to feel shame and guilt. We should, but guys, move on. You gotta move on. You can't sit in that dark place. You can't sit there. You have to just use your factor of reasoning. We've only been thinking and then letting thoughts go and just dealing with whatever it is. But now we're using our reasoning. So when you're thinking, you got to be easy on yourself. Let that stuff filter through and then act accordingly. If you're like, well, I can't act exactly like this. Well, like I said, then take it easy on yourself, man. Fucking, if you can't go straight in and just stop eating, stop eating processed food. Stop taking pills. Stop taking vitamins. Stop taking supplements. Stop taking, drinking sodas. Stop drinking anything except for water. You get yourself just on water, then wean yourself down to as much little bit of water as you know what I mean? It's just, you guys, it's a process.